Hey, it's Todd with Defense and Safety. I've got a knife review for everyone. I just got this in today, and I'm very, very excited about it. As you can tell by the title, probably, and the box and open knife before you, this is the new Benchmade 810BK for the black blade version. Osborne designed Contego. So this is again a new knife that's just been released by Benchmade with a Warren Osborne design blade, which is a reverse tanto. And just open up my safe here so I can compare it to a few other blades. It most reminds me, for blades I own, of the Emerson CQC 15. It's kind of the size of the blade that it emulates. It's a full 4-inch blade. It's kind of awesome. It comes in CPM M4. It has phosphor bronze bushings in the axis lock, so it's smooth as any one that you've ever held. It's almost a 4mm thick blade. If you can see how the tip is, it's got this swedge on the top there, so from above it looks like it thins out and then it thickens out for the tip. So it's definitely built for like a military or police kind of hard use knife. It's got this textured and scalloped or G10 handles with this new deep pocket carry clip that Benchmade put out. This also came on the another model they just came out with, that other big heavy one. I can't think of the name right now. I'll think of it in a second. It's full steel liners, and the steel liners actually have jimping in them. Let's see if I can get this a little closer so you can see it. So you can see the jimping is there, and then the actual G10 is cut away. So it has some jimping here and here and here. It has a full a half back liner, and that's actually made out of stainless steel, and that has some jimping on the back. It has a carbide tip that's built into this steel back spacer, and then on top there's some jimping right here. And you can tell this thing locks in good, and this cutout right here gives you a good 2 fingers going in there to lock it in, and then 2 fingers in the back. You can get a good thumb purchase on the top, or you can come back a little, still keeping these 2 fingers in, and get more of a full blade reach. It's heavy, it's a 5 or 6 ounce knife. I think it's just shy of 6 ounces. It I like obviously, as you can tell by this knife, larger folders. I like that it was the M4 steel too. That's cool to me, and I like this blade shape. You get lots of belly, and then you get I like the design of this reverse tanto with the swedge here on the top. It's obviously fully ambidextrous because of the axis lock, and it's a tip up only, left or right. Very deep pocket though. You can see how deep that carries in the pocket. It almost is invisible. I mean, nothing sticks up. It really hangs low in your pocket, which is nice. So it doesn't make it feel like you have a very big knife in your pocket. Just compare this to a couple other blades, most likely to compare it to the 710. So a lot of people maybe have that or have seen it. It's a little bit longer than a 710. The blade is about the same, but the handle's just a little bit longer. If I line it up, and I think this has a more heavy-duty axis lock in it. When I compare it to this one, it's noticeably thicker. I don't know if that's going to show up. It is noticeably, maybe if I bring it up to here. Let's see. It's hard. I mean, that silver is what we're looking at here, right here. But it is, when I look at that, it's noticeably thicker, maybe 50% thicker. So you definitely get a stouter locking mechanism. I'll, I guess, compare it to the Spyderco Military, just since a lot of people have that as well in their possession. So it's about this, a little shorter. Obviously, this always has such a large handle. Blade length is very comparable. It's maybe because of this half choil, you get a little more cutting edge. But for the handle, it's a little bit more compact. It's a little thicker, the Benchmade is. But it's a very well made knife. I've only carried it today out running errands, and I couldn't even tell I had it in my pocket. So it's not, you know, a pig of any type. It definitely feels good in the pocket. Here's another one. You can see I have an obsession with large, mainly black folders. But I'll tell you, this feels good. I mean, this thing though, this G10 is very grippy. It's grippier, or as grippy as the G10 on the Emersons. It's a pocket terror. So this clip is right on top of where it's grippy. It's not as grippy here where it's scalloped out, but it's still grippy. It's just not as grippy. Nice thick liners. You can see how thick they are. Well, about half of that, or about 2/3 of that, is the G10, and 1/3 of it is the steel. So the liners are all black inside. They're drilled, so they are a little lighter. The balance point on this knife is right here, just right under the back of the axis lock, or the first part of the radius of the choil. It's kind of cool too, because this actually looks like I'm really bending my thumb, but that's just the normal shape of it. So you can get a good reverse, whatever this grip is called, or this grip obviously. Reverse grip is fine. You don't feel the carbide tip as much. It doesn't stick out as much as, say, on this SOCOM Elite from Microtech, where you really can feel it when you press your thumb on it. So you almost go like this and kind of rest your thumb over it. This one is short enough to where the fat of your thumb, the meat of your thumb, can sit on it, and you don't feel like when you press down that it hurts. You can see here, let's just show you what the blade has on it. So, it's in focus. Got the Osborne design on this side, and the CPM M4. And then on this side, of course, just the Benchmade butterfly with the 810 at the bottom. And being M4, these come in 4 different versions. Semi-serrated and plain edge, and then they're either clear Cerakote or, as you can see with mine, black Cerakote. Because of the M4, it's not a stainless steel, so both blades are Cerakoted. It came sharp. I mean, it'll slice paper. It's not as sharp as other knives that I've recently acquired. Sorry, let me get that in focus. Other knives that I've recently acquired, but it is definitely sharp. I stropped it for about 5 minutes, and that really gave me what I consider an acceptable edge. Show it folded up here. I find it a really handsome knife. Like I said, you can tell. I mean, it just comes out. You've got a lot of mass here. So with these axis locks, I mean, this thing just no effort to swing out. It's not going to swing out, it's not going to snap out as quick as like the little 707, because you have too much mass, right? It's a much heavier blade and longer blade, so it'll still flick out fast though. So I haven't seen any reviews of this. I don't know if people know about it or are buying it. Obviously, it's part of the black line of Benchmade. I'm going to let you see the end here. Let's see what number it is. The 810BK. I saw a couple places had the semi-serrated first. I got this. I can tell you right now, you can get this shipped for $150 if you know who to talk to. So it's a decent price. You know, it's. I think I've seen other places selling it in the $178 range. But the second I saw it, I had to get it. I had it on pre-order, and one of the places I buy wasn't getting it in, so I canceled it and then ordered it from when I saw it come in. And they shipped it out on Thursday, and I got it on Saturday. All right, well, I don't know what else to say about this. I'm just excited I got it. I really like this shape and size. I haven't seen anything like it out there in a while. You know what it really reminds me of is the Emerson CQC8. I don't own one, but they're very, very similar if you look at this online and compare it to a CQC8. It's got this very similar choil. The G10 comes down a little farther. This is a little straighter. Emerson calls his more of a Bowie shape, but it does look like this reverse Tonto. I think it just sweeps up a little bit more before it comes back, but it is very, very similar. Of course, you can get the wave on that. And it is a 3 3/4, or no, I think it's a 4-inch blade as well. And then if you get the Horseman, that's kind of a smaller version of the CQC8. But I'm really digging this thing. So I'm going to carry it for a while, and if there's anything to update, I will. I'm probably going to do a video maybe on, sorry, is that in focus? On my kind of large folders that fall into this class again. Maybe I'll do another video on that just to kind of show people. You probably saw this other one I just got, the Hogue Elishewitz Tonto, and that's a 4-inch blade as well. So you can see how that compares. Definitely lighter. This thing is heavy. I mean, it's not too heavy. 6 ounces is kind of I don't want to carry a knife more than 6 ounces, but this carries pretty light, I think, because it's so low in the pocket. Definitely feels less of a knife than, say, the Mannix XL. That, I have a hard time carrying this knife because A, it sticks up so far, and B, it's so thick. It feels like a pig. I really do not like carrying this. I like the knife, I like the shape, I like everything about it, except it just doesn't feel right when I carry it. And this, I think because it carries lower in the pocket, is definitely better for me. And again, it's still a very large knife. Alright, so this has been my review of the new Benchmade 810BK Osborne Contego. Thanks for watching, and please leave comments and thumbs up it if you like it.